What's up, guys? I know I haven't posted a video in a little bit. I'm in the process of cleaning my entire house and reorganizing my closet/closet room, which is where I film all my videos. I'm taking a break right now, and I decided to film a mini haul for you guys. This is basically going to be a vintage inspired haul, and the reason I say inspired is because all of the pieces are not actually vintage. I visited Baltimore, I think about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, and I made a post on my Facebook page that said I was looking for vintage t-shirts, and I had no success finding t-shirts, but I found a lot of other amazing pieces, and I actually went to a place called The Zone, and I know it's going to show up backwards on my webcam, but it is on North Charles Street, and the owner's name is Donna Jenkins, and she's really, really awesome. I had a chance to talk with her extensively while I was shopping, and she was just really cool and knowledgeable about everything in her store. And really, what it is, it's vintage. It's a vintage slash thrift store, but she also carries new accessories that are vintage inspired. So in addition to having secondhand clothes and a lot of interesting vintage pieces, she also stocks antique and or retro inspired accessories. So it's a really, really cool little spot, and I really encourage you guys to check it out if you are in the DC, Baltimore, or metropolitan area. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to talk about is jewelry, because the jewelry selection at this store is absolutely incredible. The owner, Donna, has a lot of pieces that she purchases from individual sellers and from a variety of different places. So some of them are vintage, some of them are new, and whatever. So I picked up a few pieces of jewelry. So I picked up a few necklaces, and she packaged them up in this cute little leopard bag for me, and then she put each piece individually in its own little bag, which, you know, you could store them in these, or you could reuse them for like little gifts or something. They're super cute. So gonna go ahead and get started with the first piece. The first piece is this pink tourmaline necklace, and basically it's just like the pendant part, and I also purchased two chains, so you know, I could alternate them between the necklace pieces. So it looks like this, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see how pretty it is on my camera, but when you see it in the light, it's like a really, really pretty, like pinkish purple color, and it has like a lot of veins in it, which is so pretty. I hope you can kind of see what it looks like. When you hold it up in front of the light, it looks so pretty, and I've been wearing this a lot lately. I think it looks really good with like a lot of different outfits. It's just really simple, and I love it. And if any of you guys are familiar with the meanings of crystals and stones, pink tourmaline represents love energy, and it corresponds with your heart chakra, so it should be worn close to the heart. So that's the first piece that I picked up, and I really, really, really like it. I've been wearing it all the time. The second necklace I picked up is this necklace, and the stone is moss agate, which represents emotional healing and supposed to balance your emotional energy. So I'm not encouraging you to, like, you know, believe any of this. It's just kind of fun to know what they are representative of, and it's really cool because it actually looks like moss or some kind of like algae is growing inside of it. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really, really cool. The veins are so awesome in it. It's just, it's a really, really cool piece. And I like pieces like this that are just kind of like big and simple. So I really, really love this. And I just think all of these pieces are just very original. So that's what that one looks like. And yeah, it's like a deep, deep forest green color, and I really like it. So I've been wearing this one a lot as well, and I just kind of strung it on this chain really fast so you could kind of get an idea of what it would look like as a necklace. The next necklace I got is this necklace right here, which still has the price tag on because I haven't worn it yet. And it looks like this. I'm not exactly sure what the bottom stone is, but I know the top one is moonstone. And it's just kind of a really uniquely shaped piece. And this is what it would look like if you were wearing it as a necklace. I think that I would string this one on a longer chain and, you know, maybe add some other beads to it or something. I haven't quite decided what I want to do to it yet, but I like the way this is shaped, and I also got it for 50% off because it was on sale. So It's not my favorite out of all of the ones I got, but I like it enough that I'm going to wear it, and it was pretty inexpensive, so I picked that up as well. The last piece I got is probably my favorite, even though I haven't worn it yet because I'm not exactly sure how I want to string it. So this is what the last one looks like, and it's really big. It's just like a very perfect circle kind of pendant. Looks like this, and it has some red, orange, and some white detail in it. It's just very unique, and it kind of looks almost like stained glass, except it's like a crystal, and I'm not exactly sure what type of stone this is again, so I can't really tell you any background information on it, but I just thought it was so beautiful. And again, I like the simplicity of necklaces or jewelry that's just very simple, but at the same time still unique and very aesthetically pleasing. So got this one as well, and I also picked up these two chains, which I've kind of been interchangeably using while I'm showing you these. As you can see, one of them, the bottom one, is a little bit thicker, and it's a little bit longer actually as well. And these are just some chains, you know, for your necklaces. Obviously, you can use whatever chain you like, and that's kind of the cool thing about buying pieces like this. You can just string them yourself. Those are the four kind of main jewelry pieces that I picked up as far as necklaces go. I also picked up this amazing ring, which looks like this. It is a really, really pretty dark kind of rust or burgundy color with some orange undertones, and the stone is carnelian. I shouldn't have put it on my middle finger because I'm trying to show it and it looks like I'm like flicking everyone off. So that is what it looks like. It fits best on my middle finger, which is why I've been wearing it on this finger. So if you guys are familiar with carnelian as a gemstone, it is supposed to promote energy and good health and help you stay motivated and ward off depression and also aid in decision making. So it's kind of cool, and this is just such a beautiful piece. It's very big, and it has a lot of interesting detail, as you can see on the side. It has like some braided pieces of silver, like they appear to be like kind of like rope-like, and then it has like all those cool designs. I love big rings, so I'm usually wearing like a ring on my index finger in most of my videos, and it usually is this one. I have this ring in sterling silver, and then I have this one with the black stones in it, and they're like my two favorite rings. Like I always wear one of them every day. Generally I wear the sterling silver one more, but anyways, I've been wearing this ring a lot as well because I just love how it looks, and it looks very retro, and it kind of looks like an antique. I'll take off my other one so it's not so distracting, but I'm sure you guys have seen me wearing this in a couple pictures or videos recently because I am obsessed with it. It's like my new favorite ring. So that is the ring that I purchased. And I just think the shape of the ring, like the teardrop, is just a very flattering shape for the stone. The last piece of kind of jewelry that I got is this leather cuff, which I am obsessed with, and I've been wearing it literally almost every day. I love leather cuffs. I collect them. I have a few right here so you guys can kind of see part of my collection. So here's some of the ones that I wear a lot. I just like really basic leather cuffs. This is kind of a little bit more outrageous or whatever, but oh, these are kind of cool too because they have a little pocket so you can like stick your money in them, whatever. Anyways, I loved this when I saw it, and this is the last one. Apparently she got in a bunch of different colors, but she had all different kinds of cuffs, and if I had been in there longer, I probably would have bought like a bunch more. And this is such a good deal because it was only $12, so this would make like a perfect present or gift for someone. It's like inexpensive, but it's still like really good quality. So it's 100% real leather. And it has 3 different snaps, so it'll fit, you know, anybody's arm, no matter what, you know, size your wrist or arm is. I usually wear my cuffs up a little bit higher, and this is really pretty because it kind of looks like you're wearing a bunch of bracelets at one time. One of my friends on YouTube commented on a picture where I was wearing this bracelet and asked me if I was wearing, you know, one bracelet or a bunch of different ones. So, nope, it's just one, so I'll give a shout out to Alina because I know we talk back and forth all the time, and she's a really positive person on YouTube, so thank you for all your awesome comments and support. So this is a really awesome piece. So yeah, looks like this, and it's really cute, and it was pretty inexpensive, so I'm really, really happy with this purchase. Now we're going to move into my accessory portion, and I only picked up a few things. The first thing I picked up was this pair of awesome ruched gloves. And these are like vintage inspired, and I love long gloves, especially in the wintertime, you know, for going out, because for one, they keep your hands warm, and they're just a really good fashion piece. So I took my ring off so I could try them on for you to show you what they look like. So I got these in 2 colors actually, and the first one is like this really vibrant kind of red. I don't know if it's going to show up as well on camera, but it's a really pretty like deep red, like almost like a blood red, and I just love the way they look. They just look very vintagey and very retro, and they're super soft velour, and they're just really comfortable, and they fit my hands really well as well. So if you have like slender fingers like me, and I also have really long fingers, so sometimes it's hard for me to find gloves that are where the fingers are like long enough. So these look really, really cute. And I think they would look really cute as an accessory with like a nice black dress or whatever, you know, just for going out in the winter time. So got these. And then I also picked up a pair for my mom because I know she loves vintage kind of things as well. So I also got them in purple, and mainly because I couldn't really decide between the red and the purple. So I was like, I'll just get both and give one to my mom. So I also got them in this really awesome purple color, which I think is the color I'm going to end up keeping. I really can't decide. They are so pretty. So they look like that. Those are the gloves that I purchased, and these were only 17 bucks. So I think that's pretty reasonable for an awesome pair of, you know, kind of antique vintage looking gloves. $17. That's not bad at all. That's like what you would probably pay like if I were 21. The next thing I got were these awesome kind of shredded leggings, and I got them because they are very characteristic of the kind of t-shirt reconstructions and clothing reconstructions that I do on YouTube for my channel. And I thought they would just be like a really cool accessory to pair under like a skirt or a dress, and I also kind of wanted to try and recreate them myself. So they were $12, so I figured I might as well just purchase them. The really cool part about it was actually the store owner, who I've been talking to forever, slipped them in my bag as a gift for, I guess, you know, shopping at our store and everything. So I thought that was super, super nice, and it was just a really awesome, you know, friendly kind of gesture. So this is what they look like, and they had them in a bunch of different colors. Yeah, they're so awesome looking. They're just, you know, completely kind of like tattered, and they have like a really thin like mesh kind of layer underneath of them, so they're like 2 layers. And yeah, they look like this. And that is them. They're pretty cute. I think these would be cute to pair with an outfit just to give it kind of a little bit of an edgy look. So that is those. The last thing I got is kind of silly, but the reason I bought this, and this is what I got, it's like a hat for winter time. I was walking to my car in Baltimore, and it was literally like 2 degrees outside, and I was so cold, and I didn't have a hat, and my ears always get super freezing, and, you know, whatever. So she had like a ton of hats in her store, and I was like, can I get this hat and wear it out because I'm so cold? The really cool part about this hat is that when you put it on, it has these really long kind of like ear flaps, and you like wrap it around your head, and it turns into like a scarf / hat. So I thought that was really cool, and they may have been making these for like years, and I'm just like totally out of the loop. And I kind of look like I'm like, you know, hairless and funny, but this is seriously like the warmest hat I've ever had, and I've been wearing it like all the time. So I love this hat. So it was like only, I think it was like $7 or $8 or something. So I literally wore this out of the store. So that is pretty much going to conclude this haul. And I know it was only a few things, but I just kind of wanted to share them with you guys. And I think it's awesome that I'm able to utilize YouTube as a site for networking and kind of promoting independently owned boutiques and, you know, vintage stores that are so awesome. And I feel like they are not given enough credit because a lot of people don't, you know about them. And I was not paid to do this video. I was not given free stuff. I bought everything with my own money. I just really felt like it was such a cool spot for finding unique vintage pieces and vintage inspired accessories. So again, if you guys want to check it out, it's called The Zone, and it's on North Charles Street in Baltimore. So I highly recommend and highly encourage you guys to check it out if you live in the area on the East Coast. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon.